Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Cheers.
Welcome to our Sauna edition of the Dirty Business Podcast. How fun.
What time is it?
It's
4:30.
4:30 in the morning.
On the dot.
Yeah.
Woo.
Perfect. Yeah. It seemed only fitting that we have at least one episode in here since this is where it all started.
This is where it all began.
Yeah.
Us at our 4 o'clock sauna sessions.
Our little rants. Yeah.
I love yesterday when you're like, let's do a podcast in the sauna.
Yeah.
How early can you get there? I'm like, 4 a.m. Let's do this.
You're like, I could spend the night. Would that be helpful?
But there's not many people who would commit to that.
No, and most days, I don't. I was really good there for a little bit, but
Sorry about the cough.
yeah, get it together.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't talked this morning. Y'all get my raspy. Is it like a sexy voice? Raspy and sexy? Or is it just I sound tired?
No, it's definitely sexy. It's giving sexy first thing in the morning. I know, I love that. I didn't even think about that part. Like, we sound like trolls. No, it's great.
Also, you look great at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you.
I don't.
You do. You really do.
I'm lucky for this red light
It's my
vibe.
fake eyelashes that might melt off in here. I was like, you know what? We're just going to put them on.
I do love that.
Yeah. Okay, so I had this thought.
Yep.
And I think that... Oh, I've been thinking about the Millionaires.
Okay.
The Millionaires are always on my mind.
I want one of those.
They all have this thing in common. Well, a few things, and I've noticed. And I don't know if it's true or not, but they all are up at the butt crack of dawn before the sun,
Yeah.
4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they brag about it because why wouldn't you when you're up that early? And then they all are faith-based.
Mm-hmm.
They all give all their success to God, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they all take good care of their bodies. Like, even though they hustle and do all these things to make all this money, they still prioritize their health and their fitness. And so, do you notice that too, or is it just me?
No, and I think the people that we listen to probably do that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's, a ton out there that don't.
Yeah.
But the people who actually talk about their lives, I feel like, are the ones who do all that.
Yeah.
For sure. And even how they schedule their days. Because, we're always talking about balance. And truly, for me, the only way that I can achieve anything close to balance, which I know isn't really possible, is waking up early.
Yeah.
Because
getting more hours in the day.
Yeah.
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 I feel that. I hate getting up this early, but I can go home after this and I can get all my baking done. I can have a few hours of silence while I work before my family wakes up, and then I'm a better person and a better mom when all those things are checked off so early before my family wakes up.
Yep.
Rather than getting up when they get up and trying to tackle it all and be a mom at the same time.
I know. And then I know people, not I mention who they are, but some people that are very close to me, and they complain every time they wake up, and they're just grumpy, and they're just like, life is terrible in the morning. I'm like, well, wake up earlier.
Yeah, just try again.
And then when they do, then they're happier.
Yeah.
If I was at home, which I'm not in the morning, I come here and I work, and then, which is quite lovely.
Yeah, I bet.
To come here to a sauna or to a clean facility, because right now my house is not clean.
Yeah.
So this is my sanctuary where my brain functions best.
A clean space.
Yeah, and then I go home, and then my kids are waking up then, and my husband's waking up, and then we make breakfast, and it's kind of like the best of all worlds. But yeah. Definitely interesting. I love hearing about how very successful people give their success to God.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because I probably because I just read, I feel like I come into these podcasts with just read something.
Yeah, always.
And it was kind of the opposite of what we're talking about a little bit, but I think that comes with, like everything that we talk about as well too. What is it called?
We never know the name.
We never know the name. Especially not at 4:30 in the morning.
No, it doesn't matter.
The ruthless elimination of hurry.
Oh.
I remembered it.
Good job.
Anyways, it's a pastor talking about our lifestyle and how we hurry to everything. So what that's helped me with, though, I haven't stopped hustling. I haven't stopped moving. I haven't stopped getting up at 4. I am just more methodical about the things that I do.
Yeah.
And I really do try to rest one day a week and take that Sabbath because I think, for one, that was what God intended. Yeah. And another, I think my body and my mind really need it.
Your body probably loves that.
Yes. Do you do that?
I actually, what day was it? Sunday? I didn't touch work at all.
Nice.
Which felt so weird, but
life still went on.
Really nice. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Nothing happened.
Nothing blew up.
Yeah.
Like, life still went on.
Still have all my clients. I'm like, that's so weird. You're telling me I could take one day off a week and it's fine? Okay. Cool.
Yes. Yeah. So that's been really nice. I haven't hated my phone as much during the week because I kind of put it away on the weekends.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So... But it is spring break, you remember?
No, I don't remember. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, I was so bitter yesterday too because I thought that I had to take my kids to their school activities and and just all the things. And my husband left town to go disc golfing. He's going on shift today, so it's 48 hours today. So it felt like 3 days single momming.
Yeah.
And I was like, immediately bitter, and it was Monday, and we just have such a busy week this week, and I was just in such a bad mood. I'm like, I have to do all these things, I have to run all these people everywhere, and then you're like, no, my kids don't have anything because it's spring break, and I'm like, shit. Well,
yeah, it's spring break.
That does make sense, doesn't it? Turns out I don't have to do that either. How about that park?
But with that, it's like, I don't know if you feel this way, but since you work from home and since I work from home and I homeschool, like, I had a project yesterday. I had one thing I needed to get done. And I was like, just let me get it done. Yeah. And then we can go play.
And then we can do whatever.
But he kept interrupting, which was fine because it was a beautiful day. And so he's like, man, Mom, that took you a really long time.
No, buddy.
I'm like, well, if I was in an office, that would have taken me like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to also give you attention. So in those moments,
it's hard.
I don't feel like I've succeeded. No. I feel like I've given my work half effort, and I'm giving my son half effort, and then in those moments, I don't feel... It's like the days that I get to be at home and be present with my family, man, I've succeeded. That was a good day. And then the days that I get to be at work all day, I have one day a week, which I don't even think you have that, but...
No.
I do. I have one day a week from 4 a.m. until 6 p.m.
That's amazing.
I do have to go do homeschool for an hour that day, but... Oh my gosh, it's great. Like, I get to, like, I dress and I wrap my mind around work and I, like, get it all done.
You're just in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
That sounds magical.
Yeah, you need one of those.
I need an office space.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna break into our podcast studio and be like, I'm gonna come work, okay? Don't mind me.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. No,
How do you achieve balance?
I don't. Thank you so much for asking. A side tangent too. I came here this weekend, which was magical, in the shed.
Oh yeah, and you did a sauna.
I did, and a cold plunge. Yeah, I was just needing it because, like we just discussed, my house is constantly loud, and I don't get a freaking break, and it's like I just need to sit somewhere silent and be by myself. So naturally, I brought Jessie.
Kind of the same. It's like being by yourself.
Same thing, yeah. She brought her water in the sauna, and she's like, did you know you're not actually supposed to drink water while you're in the sauna?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, That's perfectly fine because Janelle and I usually drink black coffee.
Yeah, and we dehydrate ourselves even more.
Like, so that actually works out just fine. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, you're supposed to dehydrate your cells more.
Okay, so we're doing the right thing.
We are.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably some water in here, but...
I mean, you need a little bit of water to make it, but...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of heats you more from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So you're heating up faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Science. Yeah. No, that's exactly what I was thinking.
We
like, it's too great.
Many kid YouTube videos.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it got toasty up there. I don't even know what we were talking about before I went off on my side tangent.
Oh, balance.
Balance. That's right. I don't have any.
Have you been getting up early?
No.
Okay.
And that's my problem because when we were like in our groove and I was coming in here with you all the time,
yeah,
I would get so much shit done first thing in the morning because like I said, my family's asleep and I'm not trying to like do it all while they're all awake and get frustrated and be pulled in all these directions and yeah, but I'm a tired girly and so I sleep until like 8:30 or 9 sometimes. I'm like, there goes my entire day.
I don't remember last time I woke up at that time. But
Are you kidding me?
my children, I think your children wake up later than mine.
Okay, yeah, so we're deep in the homeschool schedule. And so my kids...
have no schedule.
Yeah, what schedule?
Yeah.
My kids sleep in until, I mean, sometimes they're up at 7. Sometimes they don't get up until like 10:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's like.
Oh, it's magical.
My daughter needs her, like, nap by that time.
Amazing.
We have different age children though.
Yeah, my kids are in that teenage era and they're like, oh, what? I'm not getting out of bed.
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused yesterday because it was Monday and so I'm expecting everyone to get up and we have to get the schoolwork out and get on their computers and everything and nobody was moving a muscle and I was like,
what's going on?
This is going to be a fight today, isn't it? It's all going to happen to me today. And then I was like, you said something about there's no school. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, that's fine. That's why they're sleeping until noon. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I just let them too because some days if I want to get stuff done, I'll get up early and they'll still be asleep till 10:30. And then sometimes I'll be like, you know, they're gonna sleep until 10:30. I might as well sleep until 10:30.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, look how much I can get done.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah. So then I get up and I'm like, it's 10:30. My day is gone. And my husband's like, your day is not gone. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
I might as well just go back to sleep.
I might as well not work today. Because
might as well watch movies all day.
I shouldn't even get out of bed at this point. It's too late. I've messed up. I'm going back to bed.
Are you working out?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be a Pilates girly.
Yay, I love it.
My mom used to do Pilates. She had her own reformer at home. And back then, I didn't think that was that cool. Because my mom had everything she wanted. I'm like, oh, you have a reformer. Nice. But now, after looking at reformers online, I'm like, holy shit, those things are expensive.
They are.
Because I thought about that, too. I'm like, oh, God, it's $30 a class. Or just 5 easy payments.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This just popped in my mind, but do you do this to other businesses? Because I know how much those things are.
Yeah.
But I do this to every business. Yeah. I walk into a business.
Yeah.
I can't even enjoy the beauty of it. No, I do. I enjoy like how much effort they put into it and the beauty of it. I really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, that costs that, and that costs that,
and
that costs that, and that costs that. I'm like, that was like...
Yeah, you're like estimating their startup cost.
Oh my gosh, that was like $200,000 just to start up, and then you sit in a Pilates class, or this is Pilates for example, and then I'm like, okay, there's 7 people here at $20.
You're mathing it out. You're like, how much are they making per day?
How many classes do they have a day? Like, I can't just enjoy life. Like, as a business owner.
What's their revenue?
I'm like, what's their revenue?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are doing pretty good here, huh? So you could probably bump the class price down is what I'm getting at.
Or you're like, oh my gosh, they're not making it.
How do they make money here? Yeah.
Like, what do they know that I don't know?
It's
that they're succeeding.
Yeah.
Like an art studio.
Oh gosh.
Do you ever go into an art studio and you're like, how do you make money?
I mean, first of all, you'll never catch me in an art studio, but
everybody message us and tell us how art studios make money because I would love to know.
Yeah, I'd like to know too. Because don't you only make money if people sell the things, but doesn't that go to the artist?
Well, come like some of the studios in Ashland, I know those buildings are expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how many people are buying art?
Yeah.
How many art pieces do you have to sell every single month?
Who's your target audience here, bud?
I know they got art walks, which is great, but do people actually buy the art, or are they just walking and looking?
Because I'll tell you what, I haven't seen somebody at an art walk walking around with a framed piece of something.
No. Okay, that was a big tangent. Anyways,
no, but that is so funny because I do that too. I'm like, oh, okay, so let's see. Yeah. Looks like you guys are doing pretty okay in here.
So pretty much anything in life that you become an expert at or that you are doing, if you're passionate about it and you want to enjoy it for the rest of your life, then don't make it a business.
Yeah.
Like massage. I can't even get a massage anymore. The whole time I'm just like, oh, that's a weird move. Why are they doing that? That's null and void. Like, or, ooh, that's really cool. I'm gonna use
you really
that
kept that woohoo technique from school, huh?
Yeah.
Good for you, bud.
I'm like, I can't even enjoy a massage anymore.
Oh, man. It's like working at Taco Bell and you can never eat Taco Bell again.
Well, you just shouldn't eat Taco Bell.
My husband almost lost his life the other day after Taco Bell. I don't know why he tries.
Well, it just came up as the #1 grossest place to eat.
It really is so gross.
But I actually put it at the top of my list because I was thinking about all of the lack of oils and,
I mean, yeah.
But I guess cleanliness-wise, it comes up.
Oh, God.
It's got ranked as the worst, the least cleanly.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know I'm a Chick-fil-A girly, so.
Also... Buffalo Wild Wings is trying to promote that they cook all their stuff in beef tallow.
Really?
Yeah, but that actual beef tallow is not actually good. I mean, so...
They're using the wrong beef tallow.
Exactly. And it's got all these preservatives, and it's really rancid. So... Yeah, so don't...
Great. So Buffalo Wild Wings is forever off the list.
Yes.
Because they're also liars.
But they were trying to be good and like promote like, hey, we cook all our stuff in beef tallow.
The good stuff's probably expensive though. So they're like, we'll just take this Temu beef tallow and call it a day.
Well, exactly. What? Temu has beef tallow?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I saw this thing yesterday.
Is that where you got your Pilates thing, was Temu?
I freaking looked, and it was still expensive. It was still like...
I tried,
okay? I gave Temu a hot second. I saw this thing, because I have ruined social media for myself, because I am who I am.
Yeah.
And so when I see stuff, there's this one business that copies one of my clients, which is copying me, because I create their content.
Yeah.
And it was so bad. But it came up on my sponsored, because I don't follow this person. It came up on us as a sponsored story. And it just felt so familiar. And the song was the same. The intro tried to be the same. And I was like, oh no, this is what happens when you get your social media off of Temu. It was so bad.
Oh.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just so bad. So speaking of Temu, I'm like, I didn't know you could get social media content on Temu.
I didn't even think about you though, and in marketing.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole entire world.
It's everything.
Oh, you're doomed.
I know. And I actually looked up marketing budgets yesterday because I'm doing some overhaul with my business. And so I'm like, just pricing myself accordingly. And I'm like, how much money should anyone be spending on their marketing budget? And it was like between 5 and 10% of your annual revenue you should be putting into marketing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that makes sense. I have certain people that are paying me 0.01% of their budget.
I think that the problem is, okay, so I will go back to both of our dads own businesses, yeah?
Yeah, entrepreneurs.
Yep, since day one.
Born and raised.
Mm-hmm. I am bred to be the way that I am.
It's in our blood. Yeah.
Okay, back then, they actually, we had the white pages. I had to teach my son about why people named their names A1 or 1, or because they wanted to be at the top of the white pages.
Yeah.
Yellow pages.
Yeah.
Not white pages, the yellow pages.
Yellow pages.
And so, anyways, they put their names on billboards, and there was no social media for marketing.
No.
So we had this day and age where you had to put your name in the phone book or somewhere.
You had to buy an ad.
You had to buy an ad.
Yeah.
And people spent money on advertising, like a lot.
So much money.
Newspapers, ads, all these things.
And it was just...
That was part of owning a business. If you wanted your name out there, you had to pay for ads. So now we live in this day and age where social media is free.
Yeah.
And people are like, they're used to advertising for free.
Right.
However, not everyone is a social media guru and knows how to do it. And I tried for a hot minute and I do okay.
You do great.
Yeah, whatever. But... I mean, but people that are good at it, like you, like the moment you took over, my social media did way better. Just like the moment you took over.
Okay.
Just like the cleanliness. And you redid my website.
Yeah.
And, I tried. I was like, oh, WordPress is easy. I mean, yeah, it is easy. If you are creative. And
you are.
Well, not everyone's an artist. Not everyone's a singer, right?
Okay.
Like,
I'm not a singer. Don't put me down for that. I'll try right now, but close your ears.
It's just like, you can do your thing for a hot second. And at the end of the day, just go pay for it. Like, it's part of a startup. And even if you're not in a startup and you're still within your first 3 years, or even if you're rebranding after 5 years, like, if they really do say you shouldn't be making money after 5 years, there's no millennial, there's no one in our generation who would stay with a business for 5 years that didn't make money.
No.
But isn't that the typical saying?
Yeah.
You don't make money for 5 years.
Yeah. But also, that's millennials for you because we won't stick around past 1 year if we're not making money.
No.
So, I feel like when we start businesses, we have that in the back of our mind. Like, we're not going to make money for 5 years. And we're like, okay, watch this. And we hustle that much harder to make money before that 5 years. And then we do.
And I had a friend who, I mean, mind you, she has spent a lot of money on her business.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's literally going through this in her mind with me and verbally.
Yeah.
The thing that we think about all the time. And that is, I know that I need to spend money on marketing.
Right.
But I've spent so much money on
everything else.
Yeah. But also, if I don't market, I'm not going to get any clients to then pay back. And there's this whirlwind of, I don't want to pay for marketing, but I need it to bring clients in so that I'm busy to pay off the things that I just bought.
Yeah.
So I can either do this really slow.
Slow and painful.
And it take that 3 to 5 years
literally
to get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Or I could be busy now.
Just bite the bullet and do it now.
Just do it now. Just make it a part of your startup costs.
Yeah.
And if you're 3 years in and you're not where you want to be, do it again.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take out
Try
another
something
one.
else.
Yeah.
Just take out another loan. It's fine.
I mean, it's part of it.
It's easy.
It's a write-off.
No, that's so true. It's all a write-off. That's what I think also gets lost in there too, because it's not just like you're dumping money somewhere. Like, it's part of your business. It's a write-off. It's going to be tallied into your stuff. And everything that comes from that is also a write-off. Everything that appears in your videos, everything that you buy for your videos, your outfits, your literally everything. It's all a write-off. So I started working with a new startup last month, and they asked me to kind of go over their business plan. They're like, we want you so involved. Take a look at our business plan. Let us know what you think. Where can we expand on the marketing side? Like, everything else. I'm like, how do I get 5 of you guys?
Right.
Like, they had it in their budget already. Like, we're going to spend $60,000 this year on marketing. And I was like, that's a great start. That's a great budget right there, because that includes like my services, that includes any photography that we're going to have, includes any ads we're going to run. That like budgets for so much. And I know $60,000 a year is a lot for people, but if you want to be successful and you want this to take off the right way, like, you're gonna screw yourself if you don't.
Yep.
So,
I even have a good friend who's owned a business here for longer than 10 years. I think it's like 20 years. Okay, so those are the people you want to talk to, because they have gone through the crash, some economical crashes. They've gone through it all, and they have still succeeded coming out in the end.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what I do when the market is bad, when I'm slow, and when the economy is bad, I spend a ton of money on marketing.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's when everyone pulls back.
Yeah.
When it's slow, they're like, well, what's my budget? I'm going to get rid of marketing.
It's like running a race. Like, if I'm running a race with you and I see you're going to slow down and you, like, start taking slower strides and kind of looking at the scenery and maybe having a meltdown, I'm not going to stop and have a meltdown with you.
Yeah.
If we're racing, I'm going to go faster.
Right.
Because I see that you're slowing down, you're getting weak. I'm like, I'm going to get her. Yeah. Now I'm going to win. Like, that's how you should run your business. Not that it's a competition in business, but if you do have competitors in your same industry, that's the quickest way to beat them, is to dump more money into it while they're slowing down.
Yep. Also, a great thing on marketing too. I think we might have already talked about this, but anyways, a bigger franchise company came in. So he's a small business, but same kind of business as this big franchise that came in. And people are like, "Aren't you scared or aren't you nervous?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, they just spent $40,000 on marketing to market the thing that now people are like, ooh, I want that."
Yeah.
And then they go there and there's an hour wait. And then they're like, okay, well, I want that.
Yeah.
So
they already sold them on the idea.
Yeah. So, okay, I don't want to wait an hour. Where's the next closest place? It boosted his place.
Yeah.
Because of their marketing.
Right.
We all get intimidated by other people, or someone's going to take our idea, or, our clients are going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay,
you be busy.
Yeah.
And take their marketing. There's someone down the road here.
Yeah.
Who, I don't even know if I should put this on here, but going to. They named their recovery area my name. And people are like, aren't you a little shouldn't you say something? And I'm like, no.
No.
Because they're advertising for me, and they're spending a lot on advertising.
Everyone's going to start tapping in Vitality, and you're going to pop up.
I'm like,
what a terrible situation this will be.
And I love what they're doing, right? Booyah. I love it.
Appreciate it.
I love that people are loving this.
Yeah. That's
and that
great.
It's important. Yeah. All right. So we talked about waking up early. Check.
Yeah. Get ahead of the world.
Mo needs to start doing that more.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
But I need to start working out more.
Okay.
So I worked out yesterday.
Good job.
The sun was out.
I know.
I feel like maybe when the sun's out, I'm going to be happier.
Yeah. It changes lives.
I wrote a blog on seasonal affective disorder, but I was like, that doesn't affect me.
Why would it?
No.
You're superhuman. Why would it affect you?
Superhuman.
Yeah, no.
But pretty sure it's been affecting me.
Pretty sure I've been in a rut. But that's okay. Sun's out now. We're fine now.
I know.
We're not depressed. We were just lacking sun.
Okay. We're going to take a Sabbath.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. Not on topic, but so our next podcast is with Bridget.
Yeah.
From One Peak, yep.
Yeah.
And she recommended, this is going to help us in all the things.
Okay, I'm ready.
So I think I told you about it, but I'm obsessed now, and she's going to probably plug it too because she's obsessed. It is called Motion, and it's the AI calendar.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I have been so much happier since I downloaded this.
Yeah.
Because all the things I want to do, wake up early, go work out, get all this stuff done.
Yeah.
Homeschool, do all the things. So you just plug in your calendar and then you tell it what you need to do, and it magically puts it in there.
Oh my God.
I know. And then if you don't do it that day, it moves it to the next day.
It's like, that's okay. We're going to save this for later.
Yeah.
We're going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. And emails, you can take your email that you get and you're like, ooh, I need to remember to email them back, or I need to remember to do that task.
Yeah.
You can just email it to your Motion, and then your Motion will put it in your calendar.
Amazing.
Or if you're out and about and you get a message on Instagram, which is my worst nightmare because I always look at it.
Oh, no.
And then I don't message them back because I'm not in a place or time to message them.
Because you're driving or yelling at children.
Yelling
or
at
something.
children is mainly the case. And so then I can just be like, hey, Siri, remind me to message this person back and have a deadline of this day.
Yeah.
And you can give it priorities.
Amazing.
And then all that stuff in your head that just circles because you're like, I don't want to forget it.
The mental load.
Yeah.
I need that.
You offload it into this Motion AI calendar.
Yeah.
You can create projects for people.
Yeah.
And then if you get motion, we could be a team.
Yeah, I love
and we
that.
could be like, hey, you need to do this.
I love that because I still have not put those next episodes for our podcast on my calendar yet. So if we could just like be a team and you can put them on the calendar.
I can put them on the calendar for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And it takes all your calendars and puts them into one because I have a lot. I'll go to make a doctor's appointment and I gotta look at this calendar and this calendar and this calendar. And then I make a doctor's appointment, but I forgot to look at that calendar and then I'm like double schedule.
Okay, so we're gonna get that. I'll get that today.
And it tells me to meditate, it tells me to work out, and it puts it in my day.
It's very bossy.
It is very bossy.
It's an assistant.
I love it.
I need that.
I need bossy.
Does it fold laundry too, or
no?
Okay, so
but you can remind yourself
almost
to hire
to hire a house manager. My girlfriend has one of those. She doesn't. It's not a housekeeper. It's a house manager.
Stop it.
Because she manages the house. I'm like, I need that.
I need that.
I thought I needed a sister wife, but a house manager sounds pretty good too.
I thought I was supposed to be the house manager, but I don't think I'm very good.
I'm not managing my house very well. Perfect. Well, it's been 30 minutes. We're cooking.
I know. It is hot in here.
It's toasty.
How did we do that?
I don't know. I was worried.
Oh, it was 30 minutes.
It was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We did good work in here.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Glad you can't really see the sweat on us right now.
We're glowing. It's literally everywhere. I'm sweating my boobs off here.
But you know what everyone's probably saying is like, thank God they're in a sauna so they stop talking.
Yeah. Thank God we can cut them off when they pass out.
It keeps us down to 30 minutes.
Because we could just go on. Who knew we had so much to say at 4:30 in the morning?
I love when I was telling my story and I could tell that you were like, I'm dying.
I know. Could you see it in my face?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit about motion anymore. I'm melting. Turn it off.
Get me out of here.
Yeah. You wrap it up. I'm going to get out. You just keep talking about motion. I got to go. All right. Well, we got some shit to do. We got to get out of here before we die.
Okay.
Well, see you next time on the Dirty Business Podcast.
Whoop whoop.